The Alien series goes back to its roots. Alien Covenant is directed by Ridley Scott and stars Michael Fassbender, Katherine Waterston, Danny McBride, and Billy Crudup. This is the latest released Alien film and takes place shortly before the original Alien movie. This is another movie that is considered to be divisive, but I really enjoyed this one. I like the fact that this film went back to its fully horror roots, which is why the first one is slightly better to me, even though I gave Alien and Aliens same score. First one's always been more of one I've liked. It's a mixture of I saw this one a while back ago, so it's always gonna be in my mind. My first introduction to this franchise. And I think it's shorter runtime, and it's horror, and how it's a horror makes it a tighter movie than Aliens, because it's a longer movie, and it's definitely more action-oriented, even though I am a huge action movie fan. Aliens always been the one that's stuck with me slightly more than Aliens. So I definitely liked when I saw this movie and realized that the horror roots that I love so much in the first one, this movie went back to, when the only movie you could really say was trying to go back to its horror roots was Alien 3, and even that wasn't full-on horror movie. That one always felt more like a drama for me. Now, movies can mix genres. That's how we get horror comedies and stuff. But for me, it's always been Alien, straight horror movie. Aliens, action movie. Alien 3, drama. Alien Resurrection, comedy. Prometheus, sci-fi. Alien Covenant, horror. That's what this franchise is like to me. Like I said, you can blend elements. There's a lot of funny moments in Aliens. So you could consider it an action comedy, but slightly more action and thriller. So that was my tangent on saying I like the fact that this is a horror movie again. I'm glad they decided to go that way. It's refreshing. The main cast, our main people that we're following in this movie, our main characters, I should say, is for the most part pretty likable. They're the ones who stuck out the most. The Neomorph design is fantastic. I think it's really cool looking, and it stuck with me. The runtime is just a little over 2 hours. It's about 2 minutes shorter than Prometheus, I think, and it is paced very well. The acting, for the most part, there's a couple of performances where I'm but the acting, for the most part, is good. Huge shout out to Fassbender in this movie. He played 2 roles in this one, and both of them were phenomenal. Michael Fassbender is seriously, I feel underrated actor. He doesn't get, people don't always go Michael Fassbender, he's a good actor, but he's a great actor. People need to start shouting out Michael Fassbender more, because he's amazing in pretty much everything he does. Even in bad movies, he's still always the standout. Dark Phoenix, awful movie, but in the movie, I'm you're giving a good performance. Assassin's Creed, awful movie. He gave a good performance. So Michael Fassbender is just a consistently good actor. So people need to start shouting out Michael Fassbender, especially for his work in this movie. Amazing. The practical and digital effects are amazing. It's an alien movie, so I'm pretty much, even in Alien 3, when I thought the effects looked pretty wonky, I thought they were horrible. That's the most consistent thing you can say about all of the aliens from 1, 2, 3, 4 to Prometheus and Covenant. You can say that all of them have good effects, and that is a true statement. A very true statement. That's pretty much everything I thought was really well done. Really. Now, here are some things that I just didn't like. Besides the main cast, the characters aren't the rest of the cast are that memorable to me. Once again, like Prometheus, they make overly stupid decisions that it's just baffling. They're seeing as how this is a horror movie, they're obviously there just to die, and that's even. I mean, Alien, yeah, pretty much the cast there to die, but I knew all their names. I was invested in all of them, and I wanted to see pretty much all of them come out except for Ash. Screw Ash. And just in this one, and Prometheus, the crew was not memorable to me, and that was very, very disappointing. The script is kind of messy in this one, which is a bummer because for the most part, I thought Prometheus had a very, very tight script. So I was expecting this one to have a script along the lines of Prometheus. It's still good, but it's pretty messy, and you can tell. The third act is kind of rushed, but that wasn't a big deal to me. That one I was fine with the whole time. And if anything, I was like, I could tell that it didn't need to be long, so they were choosing. So the third act felt kind of rushed, but like, if a movie doesn't need to be long, don't make it long. And I thought, the third act does happen pretty fast. I thought for the most part, it worked, so it never really stuck out to me as a problem. If anything, if they extended the runtime, then I would have seen third act as a problem, because then it'd be over. So I think the third act is at a perfect pace. One more thing that I forgot to mention, the gore and the kills in this movie are great. Amazing work. Like, I know that goes along with the practical and digital effects, but then I just gotta shout out the gore and the kills. Good job. Good job on that one. You did good. Yeah, but like I said, the third act, not a problem for me, but for others who really need that tight, consistent runtime for all the acts, I can definitely see that. For the most part too, but this one didn't bother me that much, which is good. Like I said, there's just a lot of people here who they're here to die, and that makes the cast not as good in this case. The setup for a sequel is actually really good. They leave it open for a sequel, and Ridley Scott says he's making a new Alien film, and if we do get that Alien film that he is promising us, I think it has the possibility to be a very, very good film. Overall, Covenant was a worthy follow-up from Prometheus. These two films, Prometheus and Covenant, really just brought me back into this franchise and reminded me of my love for those first two. Like, after two, this franchise went downhill for me, and it made me kind of nervous about Prometheus, especially for how divisive it was. But when I watched Prometheus, I was engaged the whole time, and that was exciting for me to come back to this franchise happy. And then Covenant came, and I also heard that was divisive, so I was very like, it was going to be an up and a down, but no, it was a slight down, and I didn't like it as much as Prometheus, but Covenant definitely proved that this franchise still has more to offer me, and I can still continue to love it, and not just only remember it for those first two, but I can remember it for these two. So I'm very happy that Covenant and Prometheus restored faith in this franchise for me. That's very exciting. I'm going to give Alien Covenant a 70 Neomorphs out of 100. If you like the Alien franchise and you haven't seen Covenant, then I would recommend it. because, like I said, went back to its roots, and I, for one, really enjoyed it. Don't know about anyone else. But yeah, if you have seen Covenant, tell me what you thought in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe to the video. This is Jordan from Jordan Reviews, signing off.